Welcome to Chatterbox with Billy and Lindsay.
A bite-sized podcast guaranteed to make you giggle. Linda Lynn.
Bill Doe.
Hey, girl.
Oh, God.
Gross. What's up?
Yeah, I know. Right? Ew. What, were you playing with my microphone?
Yeah, I
Like mine
was. I actually put it in the most awkward position
Right?
I possibly could
I could
find
tell.
just to mess with you.
Yeah, I could
How
tell.
you going?
Good. Okay.
Tell me.
I was messaging another girlfriend. Yes, I do have another friend besides you.
Gross. Who?
That secret will remain a
Your
secret.
mother, isn't it?
Right. Oh, hi, mommy. Ew, that was weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways,
Okay.
let's move on. I have another friend, and she was asking for the name of my doctor because it's time for the pap smear.
Yep.
Or whatever the fuck they call it these days. And it made me...
Is it not still a pap smear? Oh, no.
No,
They've got some
it's
sort of
like-
politically correct name for it.
Well, not politically correct. It's more of a medical name for it.
What was wrong with pap smear?
Well, it sounds disgusting. I mean, it does sound
Yeah, I
gross.
get- yeah.
Like pap smear, like gross.
Yeah.
Anyways, that checkup. And it made me think of how my mind has changed about which doctor I have to do it these days.
Uh-huh.
So before I want to know your thoughts because we haven't talked about this.
So we're talking about whether we go to men gynos. Is that what you mean? Like, is that kind of...
Sorry. Yes, I'm rambling. Like male or female doctors now.
Yes.
To get your little pap smeary weary.
Well, first and foremost, I find it slightly weird
Okay.
that we no longer have to actually, like, we don't have to get smeared like we used to. You know how you now go...
Every 5 years, I think it is.
You go every 5 years,
Yeah.
but then you do it yourself now.
Ew.
Do you not know that?
I saw that recently in the news.
Because you must not have been in the last few, like if you're not due yet.
No, I had mine a couple years ago, so I haven't gotten to the time
Right.
where I get to smear myself. Gross.
Smear yourself, girl.
I don't know if I want
So
it.
yeah, what they are doing now is you just go behind the curtain and literally do your own.
So you still go to the doctor's office?
You still go to the doctor.
Okay.
They give you the stick thing.
Yeah.
You shove it in
No.
there. Shove it in there.
Okay.
Lovingly place it in there. Smear it around. There's like a little line where you have to get the cotton bud into, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And then, so you do it yourself and then you pop it back in the thing and Bob's your uncle, you're done.
Okay.
Having said that, even I don't really go to male doctors for anything to do with my womanly bits anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't for a very long time. In fact, I think I got a pap smear when it was still called a pap smear, when you still have to go to every 2 years. Like when I was 18, maybe 19 or something. And back then I didn't care. I didn't care. It's a doctor. A doctor is a doctor. I never had any problems with showing my bits to my doctors. My birthing doctor, what's he called? Also a gynecologist, the dude who delivered my baby.
I had midwives.
Right. I had a doctor who
An
delivered.
obstetrician.
An obstetrician was a dude. He was wonderful.
Yeah,
Loved
I
him.
wouldn't care about that.
No
Yeah.
problems,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But I just refuse to go to male doctors anymore because I don't really believe they can help us with our issues. I thought you were agreeing with me with what I was saying so hard, but actually something was falling on me and you were trying to warn me.
Oh, I don't know why I find it so funny. Our light just fell over. It's because there's wind and it blew it over.
As long as the camera doesn't fall over, because that was way more expensive than our $40 light.
Totally. I was just pointing at her like, hey, there's something behind you. But
I thought you were just heavily agreeing with what I was saying. Yeah, I don't go to man doctors anymore.
Yeah.
I don't, and I wouldn't. Even if I have to smear myself, I don't care. I just feel like there's been enough times where men doctors haven't not believed women, but they don't understand our bodies like women doctors would understand our bodies. They don't seem to care. Everything is skewed to the man's world and women are not part of that. And I get very angry about all of that.
Oh, look out. Okay,
So it's actually interesting that we're doing this.
Yeah.
I felt like this for years. This isn't like a new thing for me.
Okay.
But I just don't believe that they necessarily understand women's bodies and women's issues.
Yeah.
And therefore I do not believe that they can fucking help us.
Yeah. Fair enough. And I think a lot of women feel that same way as you. I am exactly like you. Back in the day, I couldn't care who was doing my checks. Like, whatever. If you want my hoo-hoo in your face to do your doctorly thing, fine. Because I do wholeheartedly believe a legit doctor, which, let's face it, there's only 1% of those dickhead doctors out there, right?
Well, there'd probably be more, to be honest. I don't know.
I'm just
But
putting
yeah,
it
sure,
out.
I was going to say, we don't know this.
they genuinely don't look at our bodies the way like, oh, it's a vagina. They're like,
Oh, totally.
you know what I mean? They don't see it. They've got blinkers on. It's just a body part.
I
right?
see what you mean by dickhead
Yes.
doctors. The ones that dang poke
that are,
places that shouldn't be poked.
Yes. That are looking at your bits going, oh, a vagina.
Yes, I see what you mean. Yeah,
where
yeah,
most doctors are just looking at it as a body part, right?
You're right.
Gotcha. But since birthing 3 babies vaginally, I just feel like a male doctor can read textbooks a million times, watch so many videos till their eyeballs are falling out of their head, but like they can't sympathize with what shit has gone down there.
100%.
Right? Like, and
could not agree more.
I just feel like, it's not the same. It is not the same down there, and it is not pretty. It never was pretty, but now it's even uglier. Yep. And like, I'm okay with that. I would never
totally. I don't care. It's not
change the way I birthed my babies and what has happened to my body down there. To me, it's like, yeah, great. Like, it is what it is.
Small price to pay, honestly. Yeah,
absolutely. Yep. But I feel much more comfortable with a female going, oh, yeah, I get it.
Yep, exactly.
I get it.
Because they get it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I feel like with male doctors, you would have to explain things that you wouldn't have to explain to a woman doctor.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you would just go there, kind of like talking to a girlfriend. Like, there's just stuff that between ourselves we understand without having to explain.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that, again, like, I've heard so many stories where women have been going to male doctors and explaining their symptoms and they've just been like, oh, well, no, you just, low in iron or, whatever the fuck. Like they just, like you said, they can know medicine and our body, like women's bodies through textbooks and through shit that they've read on the internet.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they can truly understand us. So there's no, I will never again go to like if I was birthing a baby, which I will never do, I would go back to my male doctor because he was wonderful.
Yeah.
But that to me is somehow a different thing, right? Like he specializes in birth giving. That's his jam.
Yeah.
That's what he does. But just like a general GP for my women's issues. And I wouldn't take my girls either. That's the thing, because our girls are getting to an age where they'll have to start going to doctors and start getting poked and prodded. I have no fucking interest in sending them to a male doctor.
I made a boo-boo with Ada a couple years ago. I thought she was going to be young enough where it wouldn't bother her if it was male or female. I couldn't get her into my doctor. She wasn't working and I really needed her to be at a doctor.
Yes.
And the doctor that we went and saw, he's amazing with kids. Yeah. And I've been to him for other things and I've been to him for heaps of stuff with the kids. It traumatized her.
So she had to, okay.
It traumatized her where like I had to do the swabbing and like things.
Because again, you're right. It's because I guess I'm very much the same as you. I've never cared if I've been to a men doctor. Although once that time I did go for a pap smear. Did I finish the story? I had a guy, like a male doctor, and I was very young and I had a pap smear with him. Fine, no dramas there. But because what used to happen, now like I said, there's just like a giant cotton swab that you just shove in there and wiggle around. Like the COVID tests, but for your vagina.
Yeah.
Back then, they put in like a, what do you call it? Like a thing?
Yeah,
and then
cervic opener
thing, and then it opens up. Like you got to wind it up to open. But he pinched the inside of me. Now, the inside of me doesn't have a lot of nerve endings, right? So it's not like it's very painful in there.
Really?
But whatever he had pinched, good Lord. And you just have to sit there for like the 30 seconds pinched while he does what he has to do.
Why didn't you tell him that you were pinched? You were too young and you didn't.
Probably too young and just was like, this is uncomfortable. I'll just get through it. It's fine, right? And so again, like and I've never had that experience with a woman. It's not to say they don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't care how many times you put your fingers in there and your dick in there or whatever, or how many textbooks you've read. You do not understand what's up in there and how it rolls.
Yeah.
So no, I would never. I don't know. I just feel so weird. Like now, I guess being on this weird men angry thing. I would especially not take my kids there.
I forgot about your like anger towards men right now. So you definitely 100% went. I get it.
Just because they don't have. I don't want to say they don't have our best interests at heart. I know that I don't think they are capable of having our best interests at heart. I don't think that they understand. Like I said, like what we understand. Yeah. So they can't possibly care for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, I get it. And I'm more on the embarrassment side of things. Not that I get embarrassed easily, but I would feel more embarrassed showing I've birthed 3 babies vaginally, vagina to a male doctor.
Which is so funny. Yeah, I guess. It is so funny, isn't it? Like, because like you said, when we were younger, I couldn't give two fucks.
No.
Look down there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, here you go. Whatever.
I wouldn't feel embarrassment more than I would feel like a general, like, bro, you don't know what you're looking at.
Right.
So get the fuck out of
here.
here.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
anyways.
But I get my moles checked by a dude.
Like your skin check?
Yeah, my skin check.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Don't care about that. I mean, he has to look at the skin, but he doesn't
Yeah.
look inside anything,
That's
right?
different.
And
Yeah.
this is a guy who was like specialized in skin checks,
Yeah.
obviously. So I go to him,
Yep.
we're going to the same guy. He takes photos. He's got a very great catalog of my
it,
moles.
And isn't it funny? Like, because I'll do a male too. Like
Yeah.
whoever's available. I've
Yeah.
had male and female skin checkers, and like how they have like their little like
Yes.
magnifier, and they're like going up and down your whole body. And
Yep.
you're like, okay, yeah, this is.
I have this one photo that I have on my pubic bone, if you
Yeah.
will, where like the pubes would grow.
Yeah.
I have this one giant mole that has to get checked every year.
Oh, right, yeah.
And this one time it had this giant hair sticking out of it. But the thing is, when it's that magnified, right, through that little thing, the hair is like a finger thick size. Like it was huge.
Oh.
And I just rocked it. What do? You rocked that one little hair.
And you're like, so how's she going?
Yeah,
Is she okay?
yeah. How's Bernice? I plucked her out for your next appointment.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that's it.
I think
not about the male doctors.
Let's end it on your mole hair.
And then let's. Bye, Bernice. Good day.
That was Chatterbox. Thanks for chatting with us.
And remember to review, subscribe, leave comments, do what you got to do.